Hi everybody, this is Jerry Dean from Missing Persons of America. We have a missing 6-year-old girl out of Cayce, South Carolina. I'm going to tell you about that in just a sec.
We have been able to piece together that she did ride home from school on the bus, and we have been able to confirm that she came home and got off the bus, which would have been very close to her home.
I wanted to let you guys know that there's a 6-year-old little girl missing out of Cayce, South Carolina. It was inside a neighborhood. You have one road that comes down and then you have the houses in there, and she's missing from that neighborhood. It's called the Churchill Heights in Cayce. All right, and her name is Faye Swetlik, 6 years old, and she was on Londonderry Lane. Now, the police have put out a photograph of her getting off the bus. So I'm not sure what time she got off the bus, but she did get off the bus and she was playing on the front yard of her home. Evidently, it's something that she did often. And the family began looking for her around 3:45. They weren't sure where she was at. They went looking for her. And then at 5 p.m., they called the police in. So right now, the law enforcement is searching within that area, the Churchill Heights neighborhood. And then I listened to a reporter, Shante Sumter, and she was at the gas station, the Shell gas station right there on Stratford Road, across the street from Stratford Road, and she was standing there reporting, and she said that the media was not allowed in at that time, and that she was seeing that the police were stopping people before they left the neighborhood right there on Stratford Road, and they were asking them a series of questions. Now, the police have already been out with a press conference this morning, letting the public know what they're doing. They stated there's no Amber Alert at this time because it doesn't meet the criteria, but they were doing everything, just like if there was an Amber Alert, they were doing everything that they could to search for her. When I was listening to the reporter, you could hear the helicopters going around. There were evidently was search dogs out there, people out there.
At this time, they have not. I can share with you a little bit about those canines. They are article scent working dogs, if you will. They're able to get an item that belongs to Faye and get a scent off that, and they've been working on that. Some of the dogs have done that. So at this point, they're like the rest of us and the rest of the community members. Right now, they continue to search, and that's what they're going to be doing in the overnight hours and certainly when daybreak arrives.
Can you go search? At this point, if you are in the neighborhood, I heard that the neighbors were out there looking for her, and even this morning they were looking, but for an official search, it's not been announced at this time. Doesn't mean that it's not coming, but right now there's no official notice. So if you're outside the area, I don't think you will be able to even get in there. You'll probably be turned around. So I would say no for an official search with the public right at this point in time, but keep checking because I'm sure that will come up. And when it does, I will add it to my story on Missing Persons of America. So you can always go there and check for any updates on this story. All right, the police said they've been knocking on the doors, and they started last night, and they were going to go back and knock on the doors this morning because, people were sleeping and stuff. So they're going to try to catch them on the way before they leave for work. They're asking for Ring videos. So anybody in the neighborhood has a Ring video, and they want them to check it and see if they see anything. They're trying to narrow down the time and the area where Faye was last seen.
Do you know if anyone uses the security, like those Ring doorbell security videos that maybe you guys can take a look at?
When it comes to checking on those home security cameras, that's something that we're already doing. Certainly we'll be continue to go door to door and then even revisit some of these doors a second time in the hours to come. So in terms of what we might get there, don't want to speculate on the value of it, but certainly we'll be checking on that, and it could prove to be very helpful to us, and we certainly hope so.
And this is really important because they might see her walking in a direction and they'll know where she's at. If you're living in the neighborhood, by all means, I would check your backyard. I check your surroundings. If you have an outbuilding, I would look there. If you look at the map, you will see that it's a residential area that she went missing from. And there doesn't seem to be any woods that close to there, probably farther away. So if it's a residential neighborhood, I don't know if she's never wandered before, why or where she would go at this time, I don't know, and it's worrisome. Now, she is strawberry blonde hair, blue eyes. She's wearing polka dot boots and a black t-shirt, and she has a black t-shirt. You could see that on the picture of her getting off the bus, and it has some kind of a print or something on the front of it. I can't quite make out what it is. Faye Swetlik, 6 years old, missing from Cayce, South Carolina, last seen yesterday, Monday, February 10th, around 3:45, and reported missing at 5 p.m.
And we want to emphasize that her picture has been shared on social media, and we want to make sure that everyone knows the best course of action that they can take if they have any information about where Faye might be is to call the Cayce Department of Public Safety. Despite there being so many agencies out here, that is the best point of contact. That telephone number is 794-0456. Anyone with information should call 794-0456. If you put your eyes on Haley, if you know where she is, if you have reason to believe that you might have seen her, you can also feel free to call 911, because that immediate response will be set in motion, of course, with that 911 call.
All right, I'll be staying on top of this case, keep checking back on it. I hope she's found today, but I will do all the updates there, and that's about it for today. I want to wrap it up. So thank you for watching. Talk to you later.